Welcome to the Delaware Mortgage Rate Weekly Update for the week of August 20th, 2012. Hello, I'm John Thomas with Primary Residential Mortgage, here to give you your update. Well, we saw last week bonds continued to sell off, which made home loan rates again for the second week in a row tick higher. If you look at the bond page on the screen there, you can see where we hit our all-time historic high for the bond, which was all-time historic lows for the rates. And then since then, we've been selling off. Now, last week, at the end of the week, it appears that we may have hit a bottom, holding support. And today, as the market opened, we are confirming that. So hopefully this is a stop point where rates will not go any higher and can maybe stabilize and then maybe start to tick lower. But we're still recommending locking, because if you see, the short-term trend is still for rates to go higher as the bond goes lower. The overall trend for the last 6 months has been for rates to gradually start to get lower and lower, but we saw a sell-off 2 weeks ago and that has continued. So we are recommending locking your loan if you're closing in the next 30 days. Now, what's been going on to cause this bond to be selling off? Pretty much the stock market's been rallying for the last 2 weeks, pulling money out of bonds, causing home loan rates to increase. Last week we saw a mixed bag, which helped bonds stop at that level of support. We saw the good news was the headline retail sales number came in at 0.8%, much higher than expectations. So that was good news, helped stocks rally. Building permits jumped to their highest level in 4 years. And consumer sentiment, which is consumers' opinion of the economy, also improved, coming in higher than expectations. So all that was good news for the economy, which is bad news for mortgage rates. That helped mortgage rates tick higher last week. But we also saw some news that was good for bonds, which should have helped rates maybe stay low. We saw that inflation came in tame at the consumer level. That's good news, because low inflation helps keep the yield down the bonds. We also saw the producer price index, though, which is wholesale inflation. That came in a little bit higher, so that was not great news for the bonds. So we had mixed reports last year and last week. Overall, though, that news did hurt bonds, as we saw home loan rates did increase last week. Now, what can we expect coming up this week? Well, we're hoping that the bond can make a recovery off the support and we can see home loan rates improve. So we're looking at a couple key reports this week, one of them being the Durable Goods Report. We're also looking at the meeting from the Federal Reserve Committee. They're going to release their notes on Tuesday from their meeting last week. That could move rates either way. Again, we expect them to say the economy's not doing well, as we know that. That would help bonds. We also are looking forward to the European Union to see what comes out of them, because some talk out of there saying they were going to help buy bonds in Europe, which they can't really do. So we're looking for that to basically play out as bad news, which again would help the bond market improve. But overall, we are recommending locking in your Delaware mortgage interest rate if you're closing in the next 30 days. If you're closing 60 days out, new construction type stuff, go ahead and float that, because long term the picture is for lower rates, but short term, as you can see, the volatility in the market is risk that the rates could even tick higher before they come back down. In the local news, what do we got going on? We got the next free first-time homebuyer seminar, which is actually tomorrow night, Tuesday, August 21st. That's in Dover, and that is from 6:30 to 8:30 at the Dover Sheraton Hotel right on Route 13. If you have not registered for that, there's still some seats open, so you can go ahead and register. And we also have the next free first-time homebuyer seminar in Newark. That one is coming up September 22nd. That's a Saturday, and there's 2 sessions to choose from, 10 a.m. to noon or 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now, you can register. That's at the Christiana Hilton Hotel in Newark. You can register for either seminar anytime. We do them every single month. You can give us a call, 302-703-0727, or you can register online, DelawareHomebuyerSeminar.com, www.DelawareHomebuyerSeminar.com. If you need to get pre-approved for a mortgage to purchase a home or to refinance, we will give you a free consultation. Give us a call, 302-703, or apply online, PRMIDelaware.com, PRMIDelaware.com. Look forward to seeing you next week.